In our Cornish trio, actually lives in London now, but originally comes from Prior Sands, and I've known her for
Praise Sands.
Yeah, well, I was just testing you. From Praise Sands. So, but she lives in London now, and she's very active in the London performance poetry circuit, but also performs in festivals in Cornwall and elsewhere. She's got a book on sale here tonight, which is excellent, called Hush. So, without more ado, welcome back to the Dodo stage, Sue Johns.
Tell me if you can't hear and I'll reinstate it, but okay.
That mic's going to feel lonely.
In Cornwall we've got an expression where we say we'll do something directly, and it doesn't actually mean that we'll do something directly. It's quite the reverse. It means sort of like,
eventually.
yeah, it's like the Cornish version of manana.
Without the urgency.
Yeah, without the urgency, yeah. And this first poem is simply called Cornwall. Cornwall, take me, lay me as a page of troubled history. Mark my skin with a word of reason, taken from a song of Cornwall. Lead me from a dream of plenty, where the stars are hidden, where they talk in riddles, where they steal the sun. Cornwall, take me, and I don't mean directly. Enter me as a hasty lover, scold me as a mother with hand on hip, and flip the coin over. Cornwall, fill my eyes with birds and water. Hold me constant as an ancient stone, flood the hollow of an empty mine, slow my breathing down to sea time, take me home. About, gosh, I think it must be about 16 years ago, the last working Cornish tin mine, South Crofty, closed down. There are moves afoot to get it working again, but just after it closed, I was given as a 40th birthday present a pair of earrings made from some of the last tin to come out of that mine. Small velvet box, proffers a pair to hang from lobes, resurrecting buried sounds, fathoms down. 3 centuries worth of Cornish life, wood surface, in dirty water, drowned. The miners' treasured cousin Jacks, from Spain, New Zealand, Norway to the Cape, their skills were coveted, unmatched. South Crofty, outliving suffering siblings, rode the slump. The bitter pill, disproven remedy, joined them, silenced the pump. We break this thought, to raise a glass, celebrate, mark the day I pushed red-faced from wet and dark, gave my first Celtic whoop. This gift, turned in the palm, produces song, an elegy, a Wesleyan hymn. Its frame a manicure that pens of maidens on the dressing floor, sifting, bringing a hammer down. My path, less worn, a well-schooled journey, post-learning liberty, though warned of peppered shafts, long overgrown. Enter my body. Father and son turned rivers red with sweated toil. This painful beauty, last crofty tin, through small and bloodless holes. Sadly, the person that gave me those earrings died at the end of last year, and afterwards I helped her daughter clear out her wardrobe, well, her 3 wardrobes in fact, and I was surprised that I actually came away with some items of clothing from that myself. And this is wearing your mother's clothes. Cool and serviceable, the navy shirt had recovered creaseless from the hugs and handshakes in praise of the captain at the golf club lunch. A shop girl now beneath my workaday suit. Once all at sea, the plum negligee cruised over stockinged legs, rescued the falling face powder in preparation for the upper deck. I have made a boozy broad of her as she navigates a bar stool for gin and cigarettes. We bin-bagged and labelled these girls for charity, high street and designer claiming their side of the bed. Your father retaining the ball gowns, his other half recalling each dance from her casket under the valance. The soft pastel leisure wear is its mother's daughter, petite, fit for purpose, the only child, a younger mirror image in the good coats. To be your sisters at christenings, graduations, and weddings where even the bride will compliment the cut. A yellow spotted blouse, had spring-step sensible shoes, reflected like a buttercup under the chins of Masonic wives as they accepted sandwiches. Now my skinny jeans are sunlit as she makes a mark at the art show. And that kingfisher jacket, on which many a floral dress took flight, though we can't put a name to the celebrations, I am taking her out in a blaze of matching hair and nails. This is another new one. This poem it's written in the voice of a Jewish teenager living in a West Bank settlement. Just translate 3 words for you. Ima is mum, Bobe is grandmother, and Shamuta is whore. And this is dinner and dancing. In Tel Aviv, the sunset exploded like a mortar, violent but beautiful. A champagne Shabbat with grandmother and her friends. Their behaviour would have seemed indulgent to my mother. Ima would have missed her chicken soup. As a world away from the settlement dust, girls as hot as Friday night candles danced on the sand. Bobe had fun, then sent back recipes for salmon and lamb to her daughter, who on my return inspects me as if my conscience comes in on my clothes, tells me women are protesting where someone has written Arabs to the gas chambers. Shamuta, she says, all they are fit for is throwing stones. Is it our faith that forms the cracks in the fresh concrete, where I stand on the heights with an empty stomach but no appetite? In the distance, the house lights play their own tune. Can we ever join them to dance? I dream of a marriage, which is not Sarah's, where we dance the horror. A beautiful bride in a coloured dress, bread piled high with meat and yellow rice. Ima dreams in black and white, and not of the village. Then every door is a woman's scream. A body in a flag is carried through the streets, and every man is a brandished gun. Here, where my father's rifle hangs on the wall, Ima raises her hands. There will never be peace. I must be with my great-grandmother in Poland. She'll light the candles her family made, pass the dark loaf and beetroots dressed with cream as potatoes and onions are fried. Eat, she'll cry, there'll be nothing on the train. At the camp, no lines to left or right. Great-grandmother will be young again. We'll find her hair and fix it with wire. she'll be naked, I'll get her a blanket to wear. And knowing there will be dancing, we'll reclaim her shoes together. So I think after that I'm just going to finish this set with something a bit less serious. If I watch television at all, I watch news and sort of current affairs type programmes as well. And this is for my favourite TV presenter. This is for Kirsty Walk from Newsnight, who I adore. I want to go down on Kirsty Walk. I want to hear the power dress diva talk. But surely these policies are a disgrace. While she's sitting on my face, I go misty when Kirsty puts the politicians right, and I'm always masturbating right through Newsnight. I want to go down on Kirsty Walk. I want to hear the power dress diva talk. The latest battle leaves thousands dead as I run my tongue between her legs. I go misty when Kirsty puts the politicians right, and I'm always masturbating right through Newsnight. The 10 o'clock news is so depressing, and yet when Kirsty talks of devastation, it just gets me wet. So I want to go down on Kirsty Walk. I want to hear the power dress diva talk. The next report is a little disturbing, but Kirsty says cool even when she's coming. I go misty when Kirsty puts the politicians right, and I'm always masturbating right through Newsnight. So you can keep your pants on, Jeremy Paxman. I don't care if I'm a hussy. I need some thinking woman's pussy. I want to go down on Kirsty Walk.
On that second bombshell of the evening, obviously Jeremy Paxman's beard does nothing for you. More applause, please, for Sue Johns. Okay, we're going to take 20 minutes out now, so go and refresh your drinks. Books are on sale, and thank you for your attention so far. Thank you.
Patrick, can I give me some money?
Yes.
Can I get a drink?
Yes. Somebody like to leave their email.